Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 88th edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. As usual, don't trade any equity, any commodity, any of the cryptocurrency or any of FS, pay without using your word, your stop loss, and at the same time take away emotion from your trading decision. As we speak now, global stocks are edging up again. It's a good start for the week. We are seeing that the fear of recession is trying to subside in a place like the US, as the Fed said they are not likely to also hike rate again in their next meeting as they have done before. That is giving the equity market a breathing space. Now, speak, equity is doing, looking up in the US market. Likewise, also in the Europe market. Asia remain mixed as we speak now. Tell you that the market around the world now is trying to find, you know, an uptrend. And don't forget that all over the world, this is also what we call window dressing period. When I mean window dressing, most of the big funds are trying to rebalance their portfolio for end of the quarter and end of half year. These are also what is also playing out as we speak now in the market at this hour. That tells you that anywhere you are, you are trading, whatever you're trading, the activities that are looking up this morning is a sign of what we're almost getting at towards the end of what the quarter and also end of half year 2022. And don't forget that from the month of July, look in our local market here and also from mature market where we will be seeing the Q2 or half year result of many quoted companies. I know that I always say that earnings are price feed on earnings. That means these numbers are coming. We want to see the impact of what is happening globally. We know that prices of goods and services are up across the globe, and because of what the rising inflation and also cost of what of doing business, which commodity price has impacted a lot of companies, performance. We expect that most of them that are able to pass this high cost to consumer will likely to post positive number. But those that their products can have has a simple substitute, they might also suffer setback as we are expecting a result from this quoted company. But there are some sectors that is why you see continue rotation in and out of sectors continue since the mid of this quarter from the month of May. We have seen that activities until now. People are into the position where while some are taking their money away from equity to some fixed income instrument for safe haven, while some that are designed are looking at where they can hedge against inflation in some of the equities they can position at this hour. And that is why you as a designing investor, you don't also to panic, but rather you take informed decision at this hour to know what is happening in the space where you are playing. But I believe that the market, as we speak now, is still giving a sign. Even local market here is open on a good note. We are seeing the market in green as we speak now. That is also a very good one. If market to maintain this momentum we are seeing, it will be very nice by the end of the day. But as we speak, I'll tell you that technical analysis is signaling that, like I discussed in our meeting last Saturday, that until the market crossed the 51,804 and the 52,000, that is where we now say this rally that we saw the previous week, 4 days up, as we see this morning, we also see market looking up. That is where you say the market has also rebounded fully and you can start just taking position. And as I said earlier, that this end of the quarter, dressing at the same time portfolio reshuffling ahead of what one Q2 numbers that are coming, and also other information that are coming across the globe. Like I just said earlier, that because of Fed communication last time, they are not likely to hike rate the way they have done the previous meetings. That are also kind of impact positive on the U.S. market, also in Europe and why the Asia market are missed, as I said earlier. But our market this morning is open on a positive note. We are seeing some stocks looking up already, and that's a sign that people are looking at which sector and which individual company has that capacity or potential to grow wealth for investors despite the rising inflation, despite the high cost of operation. Because like what we are going to teach in the coming master class, I will just give you some, like I said last time. Yes, which companies in Nigeria are also who act as a safe weapon for you to position. because of what foreign earnings and all those stuff, which company are doing dual earnings in Nigeria market, that at the end of the day, it will improve on the bottom line of the company, and that also support what their payout and also their earnings to for price to feed on. You're going to know those kind of company, and also how to use your price action to take key investing and trading investment decision at this kind of critical time of the market. Market has shown sign this morning now that it's going to open in green, and we're seeing that as a good one. But how are you going to use your price action to know exactly and which are the indicators you're going to use? Then you want to know the state of the market and state of the economy. This also which sector, what is happening in the economy that will likely, also don't forget that this is also political season in Nigeria. How can you take advantage of this information that will come from this political environment now to take a good decision for your portfolio? Once you're able to do that, I'm telling you that you have taken a wise investment decision. For me, there's no cause for alarm. Your technical tools remain what you like. I always say that you must have your entering and your exit strategy at the same time. Don't play with your support and your what at instant level, and also know how to use your stop loss at all time. And also one that don't fall in love with up market. That's why you are setting a profit target when you are entering a stock, so that when you hit your target, you easily use your exit strategy to come out and move to another one. Than seeing your market giving you a profit at the end of the day, the same market will wipe away that profit. That is very, very painful. It's because you have no strategy that you are following. Like whatever that you must have a strategy that you're following. Then when you need for you to adjust your strategy, you are adjust your strategy and also execute your plan. Don't follow bad wagon. Don't say Mr. A doing like this. No, because Mr. Goal is not the same thing with your goal. The trading strategy is not the same with your trading strategy. On that note, you should not adopt what Mr. B or Mr. A has adopted for his own trading strategy. It's peculiar to you because you know what you want to achieve in the market. You know what you want to gain from the market and how to go about it. That's why you must know exactly which of the stocks, which of the indicators, what that chart time frame you should use so that you're able to trade and also where to cut your loss. You're able to know all this. That's why that your set goal will help you to know exactly. And also this kind of market, you need a technical analysis to how to manage trades very well. But managing trade is very, very important. When you see, when you see a stock that is making a progressive move, then where it's likely to stop, you should also use your technical analysis to know and also take advantage of what that tools to manage your profit and at the same time also to protect your capital. Because I'm telling you, while you are on the winning side, you must always protect your capital, because that is the only way for you to advance your portfolio. Once you have capital and you are growing that capital, that's why I said do that account for the master class. You're going to take stock acquisition with less risk, and at the same time you grow your capital at the end of the day. Once that is achieved at the meeting, that is enough for you for the year. Because if you are taking that position right and you are taking your profit slowly as at when there are some stocks that were entered earlier before at the beginning of this year, and those that came for the master class, the Q1 master class. We're preparing for Q3 now. Q1 master class, there are some stocks that they are still in that position. They are taking their profit. They've not extended because they see potential of such companies going higher, as things unfold in the market and also in the economy. That is how to trade. Once you are in the right stock, you take profit slowly. I don't just jump out of a winning team. A stock that is winning, you don't jump out rightly. But a stock that is not delivering what you want, you quickly cut off that stock and move to another one. That's why I say you don't marry stock and you marry one. You don't romance any stock. Just let your goal guide you. You know exactly when to exit a position and exactly when to enter a position. Like I always say, you must have what your set goal. That will go a long way to guide you when you are taking your investment decision. This is very, very key, and I will not overemphasize it. I will continue to do that because I know it's very, very important for any trader in any market at any given time. It's very, very important. Yes, we want to look at the information that came to the market at the close of trade as at Friday when market has closed. We saw the number that PZ released on that day. Released a good number on uh, on Friday. PZ was made available to the investing public, and that result look very, very good. But for me as analyst, at the same time, for those that also understand how to use numbers to invest, we are seeing improvement in that stock. But the price is selling now. With this number support it, that's what we want to look at now before we go to market news and other information. But now I want to look at what PZ number look like. For PZ, their financial year ended May 2022. They released the unaudited account for the year ended 2022 May you can see an upward movement from a revenue of 82.58 billion to 104 billion, no, for 100.04 billion naira, representing 21% up. Good one. I tell you that in any criteria we are using to measure performance, it must be what either quarterly or 1 year must be what 20 or 15% and above. Now we're seeing 21. That means this top line meets this criteria. Fine. They also look at what the PAT, which is a profit after tax, and this is what most investors are interested in. They want to see what is the earnings, because here you use what the number of share in issue to divide the profit release to know the earning per share of this company. The profit for the period moved from 1.19 billion to 3.08 billion, representing about 277% up for the year ended 2022. For me, it's a good growth, fine. And we also saw that what contributed to this number is not only from the business operation of PZ, but we saw that there were what we call a sale of fixed assets, the sale of their property around Korodu, and also rental, revenue or rental income contributed that they have other income that moved from 2.08 billion to 5.76 billion. This contributed to what to the bottom line of of PZ. And also don't forget that this like a one-off thing, extraordinary item. Let me put it that way. And this is only going to continue in the next coming financial year. But if you look at the company performance, you know that what they have done is more. What really reflected the number is what the kind of income from the sales or the property. That means you want to look at will it be sustained? Yes, the earning per share improved from 0. No, that is a 37 kobo to 1 naira 1 kobo. Woeful, good increment, we agree. But if you look at also the profit margin that this company also, cost of running a business is already eating up what they are making, because as we speak now, the profit margin moved from 1.14% to 3.08%. For me, this is very, very, very poor. That is what the state of the company. But from a company that paid you, is it not 35 they paid last time? But with 1 naira 61 kobo, I don't expect them to pay anything above 70 kobo. If that will be, but don't forget that this will come at this point. Will they sustain this number in the next financial year? If that, good. But if not, I'll tell you, for those that have entered the stock early, this is time for you to also start taking profit from this kind of stock, because the price have rallied to a point that yes, around 13 naira 50 kobo, 13.48. Before pulling back, I would say take profit. But for those that want to take position, you have to wait to see the audited account. When it pull back again, for traders like us, when as you correct down, you now can see where you can enter for it to make another 10 or 12% and jump out again. When after correction, you now see the date of release for the payment day and what they finally declare, you can pray that period. That's why investing with dates and also market timing is very, very important when you are trading equity. But especially if you know how to combine your fundamental and your technical effectively at any decision you are taking, that will go a long way to help you, because that is the only way to take advantage of this kind of result, and also the correction we expected, and how to take it also to make some money without being hooked or trapped in the company for any reason. Then you have to be very, very careful, and also invest. The number is looking good, but I'll tell you, market will not respond positively to this number. To speak now, you can see that the price is trying to correct. After the correction, it's also when they release their final. If they pay anything 1 naira, I'll tell you, the market will also treat it very well. It might go back to around 14 or 15 naira. That's why I say you have to look at where you're going to pull back to, look for a strong support level and enter at that particular time. Not at this point now. Let the price correct first, as their signal, the pullback on Friday. Let it correct for you to know exactly where the stock is going. Once you're able to achieve that, you are good to go. Yes, before we go to the market proper to look at what is happening in the market, I want to look at the market news as to speak. The market news here is that Nestle Nigeria also at this time notified the market of insider dealing, and this dealing is a buying position of the majority shareholder. This majority shareholder has continued to acquire stake in this company since 2 years ago. You can check the insider dealing from Nigeria Stock Exchange. You can see the number of times they continue to buy. Are they buying out everybody, or what is the position? For me, for those that are playing defensive, this is a story that you can look at. You don't know what they want to do. Tomorrow, want to see the people that they want to delete. Nobody knows. But I'm telling you, the way they are accumulating, for me, send that something is likely to happen there, positive or negative. But it's a good one that the country means they have confidence, in the management and the company or Nigeria economy. That's why they continue to increase their stake. But nobody knows what is their next time. But it's a sign that the management has confidence in what they are doing. also for you to want to play safe, want to play defensive, especially as we are entering to this volatile market. You can also look the way of that stock at the price. The insider dealing was done at 1,399.85. Then next day also was the UCAP. UCAP also notify the market of insider dealing. Buying position also at 12 naira 75 kobo as at close of business on Friday. All these are coming this morning. Then ASO Savings also notify the market or inform the market about a change in the AGM date from 11th July to 13th July for ASO Savings investors or shareholders to take note of that. As we speak now, the state of the market is in green. A market has broken the first lower support for our target that once the market break out 51,804 now and touch 52, that will confirm a rally. Now to speak now, I will tell you that the market is strong now for you to start taking position. While see the market as we speak now is trading at 51,958.31 as we speak, gaining 251.30, representing 0.05%. This is good. This early morning market at this hour is a good one for the market as we speak. Then we can see that we can see the category of stocks that are coming up this morning. We want to see that market is still on a positive bread. We're having 10 gainers against 8 losers. We see the life of ETI, John Holt, Okomu Oil, Fidelity, and MTN topping in what the gainer chart this hour. Then what others are there? These are 5, 10 gainers. So then if you look at the loser chart, we saw the life of PZ topping that chart and followed by ROT Briscoe, also Flower Bay Nigeria. We have Access Corp and Honeywell PLC. These are the ones that are leading on that pack now on the loser chart or on the decline table. Then the top in terms of trade, in terms of volume, remain Owando. Owando this one trying to make uptrend. As I speak now, the stock is also pulling back again, but still on the green. Owando is leading the top now, the top trade in terms of volume, followed by Transcorp. We have Fidelity there. We have FBN Holding, and we have Vetras Capital Assurance. These are the ones that are leading in terms of volume. I tell you, volume is very, very important whenever you are trading equity. You see the power of volume in equity. When you see price going up, you see volume, it's a good sign. But you see price going up without volume, you have to be very careful. But also you see market coming down and you start seeing no volume, it's time to say that people are not ready to sell. That also if you see market coming down with high volume, you need to run up and know that market is ready to correct or the stock is ready to go down. Volume gives you a lot of information if you know how to read volume with your price action. That's why you also need to be at the master class. This will be taken care of by a technician that understands how to use it to make money in Nigeria market and outside Nigeria market, trading equity and other instruments. You have to join us so that you get from him, and also as he also give you stuff for you to position for the next 91 days for the master class. That's why you don't need to miss the master class. Make that time, like I said earlier. Just make sure that the itinerary, next Saturday, 2nd of July, make space from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock anywhere in the world. I'm happy that across the globe people are registering for this class so that you too also be part of the class as usual. For those that have started in master class for the past 2 years, they've not really missed it because of what they also have gained from it. No matter what happened, no matter how your portfolio look, when you come to this master class, there's a way of predict your portfolio for you. Once you sell some that are not giving money, you enter those that are going to recommend for you and see how the market will deliver value for you. At the same time, you want to be smiling to the bank, to put your money there because you want to grow your wealth. That is the only way. You must know when to buy and when to sell in equity investment. Yes, no, we are seeing the stock that I talked. Then the stock we're going to chart to see what is happening in ETI, what is happening in Okomu this morning, MTN, Fidelity Bank. Then also this PZ that is going down, want to see the position and what is happening in Owando. We have seen that despite the information that came to the market of the listing, as demanded by minority shareholders, how is the market treating this information? Look at what's happening in FBN Holding and Access Corp. Then FBN, which is a flower mate, we want to look at them if time permits us. But let's start with the market proper as we speak now at this hour. If you look at the market now, this is the candlestick already and representing what index action for the day. But we want to call up our indicators so that we can use it for this discussion. And as usual, we want to use our normal indicators. We want to call up our MACD, call our money flow, then also our T line. T line is very, very important. It serves as a Fibonacci for you to know when to go in and also when to go out. You know, a line cross where you should know so that this market is coming down or the price, the stock is coming down. You need to know. That is why T line is very, very important. Again, for you to also know how the momentum in the market is also going. That is why you must look at all these indicators at any given time. Yes, if you come here now and see what is happening here, you can see that the market is now trading slightly above the T line. You can see very well here. You can look at this here. It's a good one. After market have touched the 50 Fibonacci retracement and now pullback. This one we are seeing the market is up to almost 0.5% now and trading above the T line. Slightly for me, it's a good news. I said earlier we must see market above the T line before you can start taking position. Now on this point, you can start looking at good stocks and start taking position. Those that also you chart to see where are they in their individual position, to see whether they are above the T line, what is MACD saying, what is the money flow saying as regards the individual stock. But this hour for a day chart, we are seeing that market is above the T line marginally, which is good, and buy position. Yes, we come down here and look at your MACD. MACD histogram telling us that market is also tending towards another. Means strength is returning, powerfully to the market now. Once it cross the red one up, the confirmation. But the only thing that at this time the market is going up, we're seeing money flow looking down this morning. Let's see whether there will be reversal at the end of the day. But it's not a good information. You can see there's a kind of a divergence between the price action and what and the money flow. But price action is looking up, money flow is looking down. Let's watch and see how it goes. But let's look at 1 hour chart to see what is happening in the market properly. On a 1 hour chart, you can see a strong candlestick here. Market is doing powerfully. You can see that that's why 1 hour chart is very good. Fund is entering the market on an hourly basis now. You can see fund here. Here you can see money flow. MACD remain bullish. Even this morning, you can see that this one has come up. It was trending down 10 of histogram, but you can see a top one here, a top bar here, telling that market fund is entering the market on the 1 hour chart. This also gave me a lot of consolidation that yes, market is still in the right direction. Don't forget, I said earlier, when we were introducing class, that this end of the quarter, possible reshuffling or rebalancing is ongoing, and that will also make the market to hit a positive ground at the end of the week. But let's expect a mixed trend between now and end of the week, knowing that this is the week also will slightly usher the new month or the new usher the second half of the year, because I know Friday is the first day of the month of July, which is likely to offer that means we expect to have a full one week trade, full trade trading in the first week of July. But I tell you, this week we expect a mixed market, and also market likely to close well positive to reduce the month loss position, and that will be good and also make the market more strong. That means the first half of the year will deliver value for investors as markets remain above 20% return year to date. That will be very nice. I'll tell you, individual stock have delivered 150, 60, and even above the 20%, just above inflation. That is why you need to know how to take equity position and the right one to buy that will be ahead of inflation. These are what we're going to discuss at the coming matter class. That means you need to make that time and join us at that class. You can see me, I can see here that the market is very, very strong on our hourly chart. Good one above the T line with a strong candlestick here. You can see by yourself. Yes, let's quickly look at what is happening in ETI. ETI will be our first stock to look at, because as we speak now, ETI is trading above 10 naira, almost getting to 65 at this hour. Let's look at what is happening in ETI before we look at others. But ETI will be the first one. It's one leading the pack at this hour. Let's see what is happening in Echo Transnational Incorporation. This is the 1 hour chart for Echo Transnational. You can see where the position is. For me, it's a strong one. The stock is almost doing around the 1065, which is good. But don't forget that there's a strong resistance level here of what? Of 11 naira. Once they cross this 11 naira, that will be what I like. The candle pattern is doing. This will call a V shape. If that is sustained up, the stock might likely to come back and touch the 13 naira 10 kobo peak here, which is the strongest resistance level. Once you break it out, a new trend will continue. It depends on the number that will manage from this company. And don't forget, this is the bank I know that will benefit most from the past that was was launched late last year, from by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and also the gain of how called the Africa Trade Zone also, can see different hub coming here and there. These are the company banks that are only on Africa or the African country. I believe they will benefit more from that, and that is why other African, Nigeria banks that are in African country will go to be another plus for that. Trade zone, free trade zone or loan agreement is also a plus for developing an African region in terms of trade, and that will also the banks will benefit from it. I tell people that bank is the engine room of any economy. No matter what is happening, they remain because they drive growth and development of any economy. That means as that I see that result that will come from this company will be very good. If you look at the Q1 number, I show you strength, and if they maintain that momentum, we start in Q1, this plus will go far. As we speak now on 1 hour chart, it's a very positive one. Money flow is going up. You can see trading above the T line. You can see the distance between here. It has becoming farther, which is also a good one. Let's look at the day chart for ETI. Data for ETI, you can see that the stock is trading above the T line powerfully. You can see from here to here was a when that's why I said you always know how to use your T line. Once it breaks down the T line, it's a time for you can see for all the day it was struggling, but now it's coming up again. You can see now it's broken down. This is a time for you to jump into the stock. You can also look at your histogram here. If you look at this histogram, you can see that it's almost crossing also to become a bullish MACD, which is good. And you can see that your blue line is trying to cross the red. Once that is confirmed, and morning flow tells that the earth is below 20, but we have seen sign of fund entering at this level. If this is sustained and it cross 40, cross 50 points and up, tell you that it's a place to be for now ahead of what the Q2 number. I expect that the new interest rate will impact on the banks, and don't forget that they not only operate in other interest rate, they will also increase in other African countries where each year operates going to be a plus for them. But I believe that for those in Nigeria, the impact of the new MPR will be at somewhat the third quarter of 2022. That means for those companies that are pulled back that this period and were expecting their Q2 number, take advantage of it, especially those that will sustain their positive earnings. Good technicals also reflect when the number hits the market. That's why I say you must trade the chart, not the news, because the news will reflect on the chart to guide you. Yes, let's look at what is happening in Okomu as we speak. Okomu, is among the top gainers, in almost 16 naira, above 216 as we speak. Let's look at what is happening in Okomu. Let's see what is happening in Okomu Oil. Okomu Oil, let's happen. These sectors, you know what is going for them. Here you can see on a day chart, it's just slightly above the T line now. You can see it here. I think the price has been oscillating within range of this 230, 218, 215 down. I speak now, it's been around the data touch that, but still within around that price of 210, 210, 196, 198. That is the range we are seeing it. But it's a good one. We're having almost a good volume. Once the volume crosses this black line, you can see it here. That's above the average volume, which is good. We're seeing MACD almost becoming bullish here. Almost you can see the histogram telling you that MACD once it crosses the blue one or red one up, also fund is entering the stock and reading around the 68 is almost 17. For me, it's strong. That's why Okomu and Presco is a stock that you should also keep your eyes. But if you look at the 1 hour chart, that's why I say 1 hour chart is also trying to form a bullish and govern, a bearish and govern, as we see here, but it cannot cover all the whole gain here, but you can see the position going up and down. This is the first one. This is 1 hour chart, how it's going. But fund is entering the stock, and still looking up. But let's watch and see. You can see volume here, spike in volume. But let's see how it goes if there's correction. If I touch as high as 210, as I said earlier, then it coming back, we see at the end of the day. But technicals are really positive, supporting the fundamental of the company. If you look at the Q1 number from Komu, you know that yes, this company is set to go. If at Q1 you're almost making a 10 naira, that means at the end of the year, you spend like 40 to 45 naira from Komu. That will support the price of even 300 naira, no matter what it is. For me, it's a good one. If these sectors can maintain this potential, and don't forget that their market is wide, and even they are unable to meet what the market is demanding. That means sales will remain up, and that will support the bottom line of Okomu, Presco, and we will see the life of a change in a livestock. That would be nice too. For this agriculture that we know that we need that sector to be active that can take off our people. For me, let's look at the day chart of we'll look at the day chart already. Fine. Let's quickly look at what is happening in Fidelity. Fidelity among the top gainers, also in volume. It's among the volume. Let's see what is happening in Fidelity Bank as we speak now. That is what is happening in Fidelity Bank as we speak. Very, very important. On the day chart, you can see Fidelity has gone above the T line, but now slightly below it. That's what, but still, and MACD is there looking down, looking down, not it's bullish but looking down. Money flow is just itching up a little, but still looking up. For me, it's a good one for the stock. It tells you that MACD is also looking positive at this hour. Don't need to panic, but you can see that money flow is entering Fidelity now. Once money flow is entering Fidelity, all you don't need just to be slightly patient and wait to see what is happening, what in Fidelity. But let's look at 1 hour chart for Fidelity. You can see the 1 hour chart has gone up here as high as 3 naira 60 kobo before coming down. You can see it. But let's see. For 400 and 400 is containing the stock as reviewed by money flow. You can see it here. But MACD is not too clear at this point. But we're seeing it on the 1 hour chart. It's not looking too good. For the stop was trading above the T lines marginally for Fidelity. Quick one look at MTN. Then let's see what time permits us to take out. MTN should be the last one. Our time is fast spent. So let's look at what is happening in MTN. Quickly, we can look at that PZ before we finally call it a day. MTN for me on the 1 hour chart, you can see for how long this stock can remain above the T line on 1 hour. Money flow is positive but slightly down. But now MACD is still positive on our chart. Let's look at the day chart, and I see the formation of the chart formation for 1 hour for MTN is positive. I like the formation. Even on the daily chart, the chart formation is also very good. Tells you that it has also formed a triangle that tells you either a breakout or as we speak now, it's trading above the T line, strong, and MACD is almost becoming bullish. Once across, and money flow is looking up for MTN. It's a good one. You can see great position for MTN. Fine, good one. Trading around the 32, 35, 236. It's a good one for MTN at this hour. And don't forget that we're looking forward to see MTN have a result any moment in July, before 31st of July, and it's going to come with what with trading dividend reward for shareholders. These factors that also support the price, and not knowing that factors also driving the company cash flow are increasing on a daily basis. If that continues, you see the stock doing well. Like I told my colleague in the class, my colleague in the office, and also those that followed me online, that possibility that this stock will hit 500 naira before the end of this year is very, very high. But just see the end of half year, you say, oh, I'm telling you, last year this stock was around 60, 69. Even the offer was done around 169, and below that, later it touched 270 this year, pulled back to 221. I tell you, if the numbers were expecting beat expectation, and between now and end of the year, the probability of getting 100% above is high in the stock. But let's see how it goes. But nothing, will come without knowing. Chart will always tell us, unless you are not looking at the chart. Since this life class continue, you always see be guided on what to do at any given time. I see potential in this stock, and that will long way to support MTN. Finally, just look at what is happening in PZ. We might not talk much because of that time. It's fast spent, but let's look at PZ. PZ is also extending what we saw last Friday. You can see it here. The pullback continue as we speak, but don't forget this another strong support level of PZ around 1130. Let's see if it break down this point. Yes, we now know. But let's watch and see what will happen from here. Let's see. And if we continue looking for another support level around the 1057, then before the results finally come, will also be able. Both all the other momentum indicators are reflecting a pullback and a step down on profit taking in PZ as we speak. Yes, I will say thank you for your time, and also encourage you to subscribe to the channel so that we'll updated our analyst hangout for the week ended 24th of June already on the YouTube. Yeah, if you are not there, you won't get all it because it's not normal life like this or question and answer. You need to subscribe so that any updates coming from anywhere, even when we went for conference and all those, so put it there so that you get an update of how to get access to information that will help you to take informed decision and also improve your confidence in the market. Once you're able to subscribe to that, every time my team posts our videos, you'll be getting alert. Not only that, feel free to ask question. Are the question for the question and answer for the last Saturday is already there. So that you have access to it, you can equally ask your own question through our social media to be answer will be given to you. Feel free and so that you get feedback from you and how to serve you also better going forward. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your trading day. See you tomorrow, and also I would like to see you on the 2nd of July by God grace, for the master class. I say enjoy the rest of your trading day.